Hello guys, welcome to Goshen City. In this message, Rev Sam preached about what a woman will experience when she's in a relationship or when she's married to an immature man. Watch till the end, share with someone you care about, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this video. Thank you.
How do you know that you are in a relationship with a man that is immature? Should I start with the women or the men? I'm thinking of the women, right? Sorry, which men? The women, so that when time is gone, I will not have covered your case. I'll start with the men. Are the women happy that I'm starting with the men? How do you know that you are married to a Nepios? How do you know that you are Mrs. Nepios? You said I do to a Nepios. With mustache, with beards, but he's a child. Woe to a land when their king is a child. So it's possible for a mature person physically to be a child. Number one, I can guarantee you something will happen. The men will shorten my time now. By the time I look now, it will be 6 minutes left. Because they don't want me to tell the truth. An emotionally immature man makes very stupid and foolish decisions with great consequence, sadly, not on himself alone, but on the family. That's how you know an emotionally immature man doesn't think through the consequences of decisions, only thinks about the benefits of decisions. An emotionally immature man is driven by the benefits of a decision, not the likely consequences that may come as a result of it. So somebody came to me recently, we were talking, and he said, Pastor, 40-something million naira was all put into Bet Niger. No, calm down. What is A? 40-something million pushed into Bet Niger. How much did it come back with, sir? Nothing. The wife said, Pastor, look at what this man has done. I said, is this the first time? She said, the last one was 20-something million. Foolish decisions without a recourse to the consequence on the people that you travel with. As an emotionally immature person. High on the profit, low on the process. Thinking always about the benefit, never thinking about the consequence. This is how the Bible puts it's clear for a matured man. The Bible says, who amongst you want to build a house? The first sign of maturity is that you do what, sir? You sit down. What first? Sit down. Help me look at the man around and say, okay, sit down. You do what, sir? When you want to marry, the first thing you do is what, sir? When you want to travel, the first thing you do is what, sir? You want to build a house, or God, you what, sir? Help me touch the men around you and say, bro, sit down. Sit down first. Sit down. They are calling us, Pastor Daddy, they are calling us from London. Pastor Sam, I didn't know it is like this. Pastor Sam, all the money we left Nigeria with Nigeria, because in the United Kingdom, sir, in the United Kingdom, rent per month. How much is it per month? Depending on location. 1,000, 2,000. 3,000 pounds. How much is naira? How much is pounds? 7 what, ma? So 2,000 pounds is how many naira? 1 point what? When they were leaving, man, the guy, UK, he was going with the mentality of Nigerian rent. And he said, we have money. How much is the total money he left here with? 10 million. School fees is included. Rent. So they are landing in the UK now, sir. People are giving call back home. Please, can we get support from home? I said, what happened? So I found myself in a ditch. I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know. Who is it that wants to build a house? What do you do first? Sit down. Emotionally immature people don't sit down. So we had always had a thinking, okay, maybe we like our son or children to go to somewhere to go and maybe go to that particular school. It's not about the wish where you want them to school. It's dangerous to send children to a place where you can't fund them. There are people who have sent children to Canada, to London, to America, and the kids are stranded. They can't pay their school fees. So guess what kids are into now? Many parents can't tell you that their children are into prostitution abroad because the parents can't sustain their bills anymore. Don't be like my friend Solomon Elili. I've been begging you for years. You remember Solo? They just opened the Olympic-sized swimming pool in Bauchi. That Olympic-sized swimming pool, Daddy, in Bauchi. They just opened it for professionals. And my school said, let's all go there. And we got to the place. We all stood. And we saw small children. They were just playing inside the water. Play. And because we came with some of our school girls, that Solo is a very tall guy. He's so tall, he's bent. So he's been trying to propose to some of these girls in our school. They are not accepting. So Solo now thought, well, this is where he will outshine all of us. So now I saw water. I saw children, they were just like playing inside. And then some of us, when you are brief, you are very cautious. Eh? Can we get a stone, tie a rope, drop it. You are dropping the stone. The length, when it starts collapsing, you know now it has hit the bottom. Pull that length out. When you notice you are drawing and it's beyond you. Not Solomon Elili. Emotionally immature. He saw the girls. Susan Peter, Victoria, pretty girls. And because he has proposed, so he wants to show them he can swim. So all of us were by the edge. Everybody was careful. Solo said, what is it? What is it? What is it? And Solo went and took off his school uniform. Was only left with a small boxer pant or something. Took off his shirt. And he said, what is it? And he jumped. So we all started crying for divers. We didn't know they have a rule. The rule is never to help anybody that is drowning until the person is almost drowned. And he must prove it by no more struggling. So you have a long time to suffer. It's a rule. So they allowed him. Will lie, he will die. They know when he will not die. He suffered. When they knew it was on, two of them dived in and they carried him out. I don't know if this is the right forum to declare the end. They brought him out. Before the girls he wanted to impress, The sad part was that they were watching his rescue. And as he was being rescued out, he was rescued without his boxer. Solo. Let me look at a man around there and say, bros, are you solo? The water took this boxer as an offering. The offering of stupidity. How many men have been stripped naked because of making decisions that you didn't think through? Because of building your house upon the sand instead of digging deep to find a rock to build on. How many men have gone with MMM? You've not recovered till now. You are still saying, Wake up you never know when you wake up in the night. Like something is pursuing you. My money don't go. It's gone. It's not coming back. Somebody say carry anointing oil to anoint your MMM platform. So that you come. Dry bones will live again. This one, gone. Stupidity. I've seen men, sir, because your children are attending that school. Yeah. So it's a status thing. Before you know it, some men so foolishly, it's even your wife that will engineer you. Say, what is it? Are you not a man? Shall we not live inside this Guarimpa? Are we not living inside this Guarimpa together? Are we not in this transforming church together? Because the other pastor is so school. The other pastor is so place. The other, can't you see the way they send their children to? It's only we are attending the school close to us. Are your children performing badly? In that school where your children are attending, low cost, but they are giving your child attention. They are watching, monitoring your child. The bad children who have been exposed to Europe are not in your children's school. Those who are exposed to pornography are not there. Those who know how to do cowgirl and cowboy, they are not there. The children in your children's school are children that when they come back home, there's no light in their house. So the only thing they do is the assignment. These are children of people that their parents keep telling them, hey, listen, shall you see the heat? You see the heat, Abi? You know, read, you go suffer like this inside this house. So those children are working hard like us. There are children like us who use candles to read. We were determined with Achibalbal. Anybody know Achibalbal? Atuba. Using it to read in the night because there's no light. If at all generator will be on, it's only on from 6 to 9. You've not finished your assignment, we put it off. So you are forced to read with speed. You carry your children from that kind of school where they pray for them, where the teacher knows them. You carry them to where is the children schooling? Oh, they are schooling in Lead British. And your children come up from Lead British, they are leading in immorality. And they put your children with children that come out from those schools, and those children beat your children down, hands down. Put your children that went to those kind of schools with children that went through where they went through rigors. Put them there. Emotionally, they are not comparable. Emotionally immature men, they do what others do. Emotionally mature men, they have a mind of their own. Can you sustain what you initiate? Will you take us halfway and sink? Men, we are killing ourselves. A woman said to me, say, Pastor, beg my husband. Sweetheart, I know they look for all this is where you they try to. Who are you trying to impress? And I hear that from women. Men are dying to impress only God knows who. A man met my wife outside this church. Somebody who worshipped here some times ago. Met my wife. He said, hey, that I hear that pastors, you and pastor, you people are living in FAB estate. That no, general overseas, with all this big church, you people should be living in Kusape, Sokoro, Maitama. And my wife said, thank you so very much, sir. Another woman come and say, sweetheart, confirmation none came. Come. I got confirmation this afternoon. We are not staying in this house anymore. On the contrary, I looked at my wife. I said, sweetheart, can we move? I saw a duplex here. Just one of the duplexes right across close to our church. It was vacant. So I said, sweetheart, can we just move so that we can be close to church? My wife said, thank you. I thought I was going to get good answer. My wife said, thank you so very much. She said, you can move into it. Me and the children will remain here. I said, what kind of answer is that? She said, I want to ask you a question. Is the duplex your own? She said, is the duplex your own? She said, you know what? Me and you, from this 3-bedroom flat, there's only one direction. Our own house. My friends were buying cars. Some of my friends, some of you know them. So it was like a click thing. This one I just bought Rovers. In the days of Rovers, just bought Rovers. Then I just want to say, man, now and we were using Bluebird. It's not a car, it's a truck. Something like something that's like it's like a bus and a car, something like that together. Bus car. Sir? Okay, but so they call it Ark of Covenant. We dropped, I think it was you and Pastor Sean we dropped one day. We dropped Pastor Sunday and Pastor Sean at Area 1. As we turned back with my wife, after church, as we turned back, rain started. The car stopped with Pastor Isaiah. So we pushed the car from Area 1 through Area 2. As we approaching UTC, you go down the slope. So the slope was waiting for us. And Mama was sitting. So Mama noticed we were stressing. Mama said, let me come. Out of pride. We said, no, sit inside. She said, look, Una they struggle. We couldn't push, so we had to leave the car there, sir. So my friends were buying Rovers. So buy this and buy that. I'm like, now, bros, man. How happens if you push you to buy Rovers now? So one day I come over and say, sweetheart, see about this one. And my wife asked me one question that, there are questions that people ask you, you will not resurrect again. My wife said to me, she said, are you going to be living inside the boot? I said, you don't even get good answer, Sha. At another time, my friends were moving to the same area. They call it pastor's quarters. In Garki, we're big boys. When I move with the big boys. What's that song, Seth? Ma? You want to bam bam? Got a chick with the big boy. Be with the big boy. Chick with you go see when. Chick with the big boy. So we said it was Garki, close to Garki Market. Beautiful flat. So Pastor, this one was ground floor. Reverend so was in the other place. Man of God was there. So there was one flat. They said, Sam, come and take so that all of us, men of God. This is where. So I carried my wife. I said, let's go and check one place. We got to the place. As we got to the place, my wife looked at the place. And the men of God were there. So my wife was playing like she's in alignment. So you see, this is where your kitchen will be. You're like, yeah, you know. When we left the place, my wife said, I'm not following you here. I said, what happened? She said, no, you can go, but I'm not following you there. I said, what is it? She said, I've told you. From here, only one direction, our house. Am I talking to somebody? We were building, when we're doing our building project, normally we go on vacation every July, August. Most of you know that. So, this particular July, I said, everybody get ready, let's go on vacation. My kids were already excited. So I noticed that my wife, unlike her, she's not packing her bag. Normally 3 months ahead, 2 months ahead, the bags are ready. I noticed bags were not. I'm like, baby, are you not going for this vacation? She said, which one? I said, oh, July, August vacation. She said, we are building. I said, that doesn't mean anything. I said, we'll still go. She said, you know what? I have told the children already that their father is making a huge sacrifice. And that if they want to go on the vacation, he can still go ahead and make further sacrifice for them to go. But I have told them we are not going because we have a major focus. Let them learn discipline. So there was no vacation until we finished the building. Not because I could not have afforded it, but she was training them to keep the main thing the main thing. Emotionally immature men make foolish decisions with great consequences. They don't take, number 2, write this down. They avoid to take responsibility for risk taken. They avoid to take responsibility for risk taken, mistakes made, and poor choices also made. How do you know you are with an emotionally immature man? Never takes responsibility. I'm wrong. I did wrong. There's a case I'm dealing with right now. Just happened this morning. And I'm still going to be stretching on that case today. Just simply, I am wrong. I did wrong. Learn to take responsibility. It defines you as a man. Masculinity requires responsibility taken. Real men don't shy from their responsibilities. Early in the church, I taught about something called diversionary tactics. And one of the things diversionary tactics teaches you is to learn to evade taking responsibility on the account that somebody else did something that made you to do what you did. Responsible people take responsibility for actions they took, not minding what triggered the action. You don't make statements like, Pastor, the reason I slapped her was because she talked. No, you are responsible for slapping her. She's responsible for talking.